Salutations, humans! It's katana time! So if you follow me on the old Instagram or saw the last video, you know I worked on this as a way to procrastinate making the haori. Also, like almost all of you, and you're the ones who told me to make it so. I hadn't made a katana since 2019 for White Blood Cell. That's not really relevant, I just wanted to talk about her. So I used a bunch of popsicle sticks and glued them together staggered, as you can see here. I tried to make it only a bit curved. Not like my spine from not sitting properly my whole life, but like a katana. So yeah, glue it as long as you need. You can always extend later. Here's what it looks like. But you see, it's wonky, like that guy's sneeze in the way of the house husband. So I decided to add a third layer of popsicle sticks. But when I glued it, I decided to leave the tip only one layer, cause like, yeah. And look at that, it's wonky no more. It exercised and drank its knee strength pills. Then I marked where I wanted the blade to end and extended that to make the handle, which should be around the length of my forearm. Oh, look, the White Blood Cell katana. Anyway, yeah, as you saw, chop the popsicle sticks as you need, and now you have a base. Then I got an old folder. I got an old folder from my cardboard hoard and cut it into strips. Then I used extra pieces of cardboard to hot glue them together to make them some long boys. Then I got the popsicle stick thing and used it to trace out and sketch a pattern, and it's really cool that her katana was designed to look like an insect stinger, and then I chopped it out, and you know, I traced and chopped it to make a second one. Then I took the weird looking spine and hot glued it in place, as you can see here, and if you're feeling something's going like really wrong, you're justified in that. Then for the tip and the edge of the blade, I glued it together like you know, ice. No, wait, I don't mean like how you glue ice. I personally don't glue ice on a regular basis, so I would. So here's what it looks like, and now if you've caught on, Smooth Brain here got the orientation wrong right when I glued everything in place. So I ripped it off and I redid basically the same steps as I already showed, but with the right pattern. I swear, if I got this one wrong again, I would have set this on fire. Okay, that was a joke. I don't want to unnecessarily be mean to the environment, which is actually why I prefer not to use arson in other situations, for those of you who are wondering. So now that we have the correct shape, I card glued some hot board. Whatever, I'm not gonna correct that, you know what I mean. I glued it to the back, as you can see here, then I tried to cut off the extra cardboard. After that, I got a ruler and cut out a bunch of cardboard fettuccine, then glued them together to make a longer fettuccine. Is that how you pronounce fettuccine? Then, as you see here, I used the strips to cover the hole, similar to Skate the Infinite. Sorry, I have Skate the Infinity brain right now. Do you want to talk about? Okay, you know what? Let's not make that an accident. So I cover that hole similar to Skate the Infinity. The Skate the Infinity covering. Similar to how Skate the Infinity covers up the skateboard-sized hole in my heart. And the base of the blade is done. That sounds so cool, like base of the blade, when it's actually just an example of my multiple excuses I used to justify my cardboard hoarding tendencies. Now on to the hilt. I'm so diddly darn excited. So I sketched out this pattern off camera because I don't have a good excuse. You know I can't draw stuff like this while being filmed. But yeah, I made this template and traced it onto a correction tape box my friend gave me like 2 years ago. Cut out ×2 of that shape from the thin cardboard, then I traced the shape again onto some thick cardboard, but this time with no holes in the middle. Chop it out as well, and we're doing a lot of chopping in this video. I mean, I chop a lot. That's why I own like 6 scissors at the very least. I don't know, I need to recount, you know? Always keep track of your collection. Anyway, as you will see, to cover up the edge, you can use whatever method you want, but I decided to use masking tape. I put it on the edge like this, then I cut a bunch of slits like in my 02 horns. Speaking of 02, for those of you who ask for a 02 dress, I actually did start making one around the time of the horns. It's just that I can only get hyper obsessed with so many characters. I mean, come on. I haven't worked on that dress for over a year. So we're still at the part of cutting, but that's fine because of the power of faster forward. Fold the tape down and wow, smooth! Like my brain. Then I got the katana and traced the hole for the stick thing, you know, that part. Then I stabbed out the hole. Don't worry, I didn't actually do it on the floor. And also do it to the other 2 pieces, so they all align together, but like not yet. They're not yet ready for commitment. So I painted the thick cardboard piece white, then light blue. I know you can't see it, but it's light blue. Here, saturation. Never mind. Then I got impatient, so I tried using a hairdryer to make it dry faster, and it worked. So this is my life now. Also, paint the outer pieces orange. And now it's time for the marriage of these 3 pieces. They're ready for commitment with hot glue. I don't know where I was going with that metaphor. Hot glue your marriage together. Then, after gluing, I painted the edge with more orange. Orange paint. I don't really recommend painting it with an orange. Or do I? I've never tried it. Then she has these squiggly flower designs thing on the thing, so I did that with a marker, off camera of course. You know, I guess I'm really lucky I don't do drawing tutorials. Imagine how badly that would go. Hey humans! So in this drawing tutorial, today I'm gonna teach you how to draw Waluigi. And actually, before we start, not to flex, but my friend once told me I do a really good impression of Waluigi getting kicked in the balls. So let's start. First, I'll draw his head and the ear shape. Okay, so this next part makes me kinda nervous, so I'll do it off camera. Okay, so I did a bit of those parts, and I'm sure you can figure it out from looking. I believe in you. And the last step is to draw the L and color it in. And you're done! Waluigi, wow! So thanks for watching the in-depth version of my Waluigi tutorial. This was a lot more in-depth than my usual tutorial, so I hope it was— Oh my gosh, Carl Weezer and Michael Jackson just broke into my— Oh, please don't kick me in— Wah! So yeah, this is what the hilt looks like. It looks so cool, it gives me happy. Time to work on the handle. I traced some thick cardboard into shapes like a Snickers bar so they fit the handle. Actually no, I can't be certain that's accurate. I've never had a Snickers bar, so around the size of two 4x10 Lego bricks put together. I made two pieces and then I stacked and glued them together and look, they fit! Then I used the power of the ruler to measure and cut out shapes for thin cardboard that would fit around the handle to become a box shape, and I taped them together like a bunch of cardboard that you'd tape together. As you can see, I'm hot gluing the Lego brick size cardboard in the middle and did more gluing. You're not actually taking me seriously and really planning to do this, right? And wow, look at that. It slides on so easily, just like a head into a guillotine or something. So yeah, I added tape to the bottom because I don't have rational reasoning for every single thing I do, okay? Once I poured 91-degree water on myself because I thought it would be funny. Don't ask why, I remember the temperature. I painted the thing orange. Cool, look at that. Now remove everything because it's time to work on the stabby part. Why did I yeet those? Also, question, is yeet a dead term? I mean, it's not gonna matter. I'm probably gonna still keep using it, but like, you know, curious. And I know people are like, curiosity killed the cat, and yeah, I learned that the hard way when I was wondering why people had the thing with the numbers 177013. And okay, I never learned my lesson with curiosity killed the cat and ignorance is this stuff, but is yeet a dead term? I painted the whole thing black and used a hairdryer, of course. Then for the silver part, I didn't have silver paint, so I improvised by getting aluminum foil and cutting and folding it in such a manner that I don't know why I switched to some fancy grammar. Just look at what I'm doing, you know? Gluing the foil, then on this part I traced the shape of the blade. Blade is such a cool word. Cut out ×2 of the shape and then I glued it and cut it to fit. I actually also used foil when I made my Naruto headband because my brother was like, oh, you could do Hinata, and also I was kinda jealous of his headband and Itachi jacket despite not having actually watched Naruto. Then for the characters on her blade, I sketched it out with pencil and painted it on with white paint. I think one side says something like demon and the other side destruction. This is like partially related since some Japanese characters come from Chinese, but I've been told I have surprisingly good Chinese handwriting. But don't be fooled by surprisingly good, because it was surprising for a reason. Surprisingly good is a really low bar for me to reach. Anyway, cool, alright. Then there's an extra orange gold thing here. Don't ask me what color that is, but I just put tape there and painted it and cool. Now we're gonna decorate. But how do you decorate a katana? Well, dear humans, come on along! So for the handle, I got this bias tape. Look, it's so cool. I recommend using actual material used for wrapping katanas, but this is what I could find. But that's fine, because look, metallic! Now, to start wrapping the handle, I didn't glue it in place yet. So first, I pulled it off. Then, I searched for a tutorial and followed it. So first, align it with the bottom part, then do the twisty on one side, cross it over, and do the twisty twist on the other side. Then flip it over and yeah, just follow the people who actually know what they're doing. But hey, isn't this a nice lighting coloring setup thing here? Like white background, shinobu sleeves, shinobu katana. I was in the living room because the aircon was on for something. I feel like I'm too easily bribed by aircon. Then when I got to the end, I realized I didn't know how to end the thing, and for some reason I didn't Google that, so I decided to improvise. So I plugged in the glue gun, ate some bread while waiting for it to do this thing. Oh, this one time I plugged in a glue gun and it exploded or something. So I just cut off the extra bias tape and just folded and wrapped and glued it until it looked good. And whoa, that looks cool, and guess what got recommended to me the very next day? But oh well, slide the thing on, and I know it would be smart to secure everything in place with glue and stuff, but I wanted to keep it detachable because I wanted to be able to take out the hilt and stare at it. Now for the sheath, I got my katana white felt and preferably something gold, but I only had beige felt, so I settled for that. And okay, I didn't really need this sheath, I just wanted to show it because I love my white blood cell cosplay a lot, but let's pretend I needed it for reference, you know? So I got the katana and tried to wrap the felt around it for some reason. That's not gonna work, so I measured the width I wanted, which is double the katana width plus a few more centimeters, and chop that. Then I kinda marked where I wanted to fold and folded the felt like that and used paper clips to hold it in place. Then I hot glued it and removed the clips, and woo, it can fit around the katana. Then I got the tan supposedly gold felt and cut a strip for the top part and a strip for the bottom part. Also, don't forget to cut off the extra. Then I sketched the thingy thing trapezoid on the end and cut it out, and did the same for the other side. Then hot glue in place. Then to close off the edge, I know this isn't on the actual sheath, but I just wanted to be extra. I cut a thin strip and glued it to the end like that. Also glued the top piece there. Then for that detail that I like the headcanoness maybe relating to the mechanism of her sheath, like how she can change the poison formula in the sheath, I really want to know how that works. Also her poison. Honestly, Shinobu and Lady Tamayo should get their own Dr. Stone Cells at Work style spin-off on their poisons and stuff. That would be so cool. Anyway, as you saw, I cut a really long strip of human flesh. Wait, no, sorry, that's beige felt. The flesh was for that other thing, and I just glued it to the sheath in that design. And whoa, cool! And I know she has extra flower designs and stuff, but... So loosen your belt a bit and... So I realized I might have made the katana a bit too big, but you know, maybe it will help me look smaller. Cause, not to brag or anything, but I'm actually 2 centimeters taller than Shinobu. So... Oh yes, I did say I was gonna show you the good stuff. No, not that. Let's not talk about that. The hair! Don't you love it when you need to sit on a bunch of pillows because you're too short to fit in frame? So here's the hair tutorial. I know she has a certain hairstyle already, but you see this chunky, thick hair? You think that's gonna work on this? So a few things, I don't know, hair update. 1, I cut some of my hair to make this hairstyle easier. Okay. Can I have my hair? Whoa! Can I keep it? Thanks. Yeah. Yes, it was Shinobu that made me finally cut my hair after 2 years. Number 2, I've been growing out my bangs for Shinobu. No more kanao. No more Hanako-san. No more Komi-san. No more Aoi. By the way, I cosplayed Aoi. I love her so much. I really wanna dye my hair like that. Speaking of dyeing hair, I also tried to bleach my hair because yes, I genuinely plan to dye my hair for Shinobu. So humans, just in case you don't think I'm dedicated enough to Shinobu, except I don't know where you'd get that, I'm gonna dye my hair for her. I mean, it's not that much of a bad thing because I like purple. Just in case you didn't know, did you know I like purple? So here's a time-lapse of me trying to dye using bleach. If you think of other bad homonyms, please comment them. Anyway, remember I said tried? Guess who got impatient? And is stuck with like barely brown tips. First, get your purple heart-shaped mirror, or a normal mirror, you know, but purple for Shinobu vibes. So first, deploy your bangs, or just take them like a normal person and clip them in front. Then kinda try to do a half-up hairstyle like this and pull out a bunch of hair on the side like this, unless you're doing 14-year-old Shinobu, because I guess 4 years of maturity makes hair fall out of the sides of your head. Tie the hair in place around where you'd want the butterfly to sit, and you can unclip your bangs now. And here's a joke I already made on Instagram, but only like 1/6 of you follow me there, so it's fine, I can make it again here. So if you want, you can be done here, because I like to call this hairstyle Shinobu if she went all out on her unhealthy coping mechanism of adopting her sister's identity. But if you don't feel like thinking about how much Shinobu needs better coping mechanisms from her sister's death, let's continue. I parted my hair in the middle at the back, then I French, or Dutch, braid each thing. No, I'm sure I'm braiding a thing. I guess while braiding, we can talk about how much I love Shinobu. She's my favorite pillar, and I love how she's like a science and technology using fighter. And I won't spoil, but her battle! Manga people, hey! So when you're done with those two, use around 5 to 500 bobby pins to pin the braids onto the head. Also, why is it called bobby pins? Why not like Georgie pins or Elizabeth pins, you know? So I searched, and it's because of like for the bob hairstyle, okay. Oh, and that's kinda cool. Sorry, this video is actually the first time I've seen the Shinobu hairstyle properly from the back. Yay! So, we're not done, but like, we pinned stuff. Whoa! So here's the Shinobu butterfly from my first tutorial video, so that's like... It was also part of a school project that I got 100 in. I'm so happy. Wait, did I? Insecurity regarding my own competence aside, just pin the butterfly in place. I don't actually remember what I did in the first video because I think it was different, but yeah, whatever. So, shinobu has a middle part, and like, I heard that there's like this weird battle of like, side part or middle part better. But like, I'm a side part person cause like, okay. Cause like, I know middle part is canon, but I look like an egg. What is this? I got the hair iron. I'm gonna try to make my bangs look better in the middle part. No instructions for this. I called it a hair iron. I don't think you should be expecting much from me. Do I look like I use this for anything other than ironing my hajime tie? So I don't know if like the styling actually helped or if I just looked at the hair long enough that I think I look less like an egg. I have this purple metallic paint marker. It would be cool if I don't do it. Yeah, it's not working, it's fine. So, the hair is... Ever since I did pop on that haori, like you're a dashing young detective, getting ready to... Okay, I don't look that dashing here. I should be done. I have to finish this video faster. I should be done. But remember this scene? So I got purple paper, a broken pattern I made a while ago, and a box of cutter blade refills that I'm sure all us normal people own. So first I'm gonna make a pattern from, not failed test papers this time, but my acceptance letter to the school I wanted. Holy orange juice, I got accepted. I realized that it looks kinda bad that I'm chopping my acceptance letter, but it was an email, then we printed it so we could sign it and scan it, and it's this one, okay? I did not chop my official acceptance letter. I could print a new one if the printer would work. So after I made the pattern, I traced it onto the purple and cut it out. Now if you noticed, I'm not being very in-depth with this part of the tutorial, and that's because I'm pretty sure knife shoes are illegal. And if I had a dime for every time I did something borderline illegal relating to knives and cutters, I'd have 2 dimes, which is not a lot, but I'm not from America, so it would be interesting to see 2 dimes in real life, so don't try this at home. After I glued them, to flatten them, I put them in a book for a while, and I know using a hardcover would be better, but I wanted an excuse to include the House Moving Castle book in a video. Put some heavy things on top, like a pretty water jug or the weight of knowing you'll never be good enough for a cool Bluetooth speaker. Then after a while, I took them out and put scotch tape to make them a bit more durable, and I slipped the blades inside. Then I made 2 blobs of hot glue on my desk, and don't worry, it's glass, it will peel off nicely, look. Then I glued them to the blades to be like handles, and yes, I do realize I just made very small compact paper box cutters, don't try this at home. So luckily, my one true love favorite color is purple, so I have slippers of the correct color. I'm not gonna make the actual sandals, I already put too much effort into shinobu. So I'm just gonna tape them to the bottom also so I don't get tempted to have them permanently there. By taping, they don't have the capacity to stab someone, unfortunately. I used the hot glue blobs so they would have a good grip and friction on the ground, and look, it's so fun! And then I tried to film this cool from the ground angle, but I guess I forgot blades were flat. But anyway, I can't believe it worked! It's knife shoes that can open and retract without using hands. I'm so happy! Don't try this at home, I don't want to get sued. And when I sent it to my friends, one of them sent this gift. Cool, I love my knife shoes, but sadly I had to remove them. I think it's illegal. But like, if someone tells me this actually isn't illegal and I'd be allowed to make a real pair of knife shoes with a lot of effort, I'd love to make it spring-loaded. Like, I'll get designated. Now that we have slippers, we can go outside. Woo! Dance around, swing your sword a bit, try to impersonate a butterfly. I like these outdoor shots. It kinda looks like one of those pharmacy commercials while listing all the side effects. Medicine, something something. Side effects may include headache, shortness of breath, kidney failure, heart failure, rashes, constipation, nausea, diarrhea, blindness, hunger, weakness, wither, bad omen. But did you really think I was gonna make and wear this absolute banger of a cosplay and just stand around and pose in front of the camera? Talk to plants? No! Imagine the other possibilities. Pet your butterfly girl origamis as shinobu. Make mango shake as shinobu. Showcase your shinobu papercraft as shinobu. Brush your teeth as shinobu. Make fun of your Gyo origami as shinobu. You look constipated. Repair your brother's bendy Megumin figurine as shinobu. Go to the beach as shinobu.
We're at the beach!
Yeah, we went to the beach for my mom's birthday and my cousin and his family also came. You wanna hear him sing?
Open up your mind and see it like open up your plans and then you're free.
You wanna be part of the shinobu part 2? Promote the...
Okay.
Imagine being able to sing. Couldn't be me, but my cousin could. More running around as shinobu. The hori looks so cool, look.
Oh my gosh, like Zoe, what is that? Why are you laughing?
Doesn't mean I can pay the bills. Second day, Nezuko. Watch Demon Slayer as Shinobu. Poison People as Shinobu. Forgot to film an outro, but gosh, I can't believe I finished those two gosh diddly darn chunky hecking videos. I don't usually like being sentimental or emotional, so I won't. Bye bye, humans!
Ara ara, sayonara!